Oh, I feel love. Oh,
Today's MindFit tip is how to implement the 5 stages of cultivation to build a healthy relationship. The cultivation process in agriculture comes in 5 stages. You have the preparation of the soil, the sowing, the adding of manure, irrigation, and of course, harvest. In the preparation of soil, apply that to the relationship you are seeking to build, the healthy relationship that you are seeking to build. You have to prepare that. You have to know at the end of that cultivation process, what harvest are you wanting to have? What is the harvest that you are looking to cultivate, or what is the harvest that you're looking to have or receive at the end? So with the relationship that you are building, the preparation of the soil, in this case, is the preparation of the relationship or the harvest that you're wanting to build. What is the end goal? So if you're preparing your soil to produce corn, so you're preparing that soil to produce corn. The corn, in this case, is the relationship that you are building with that person or those people. You have to prepare the soil in a particular way to produce corn. The same way that you prepare the soil to produce soybeans, you don't prepare the soil the same way to produce corn. The same way that you prepare to produce a relationship with your sibling is not the same way that you prepare to produce a healthy relationship with your life partner. 2 different people, 2 different expectations, 2 different vegetables, 2 different expectations. The soil has to be produced a different way. So I know I'm saying a lot, but there's a goal here. There's an end result here. How to implement the 5 stages of cultivation to build a healthy relationship. Building a healthy relationship takes preparation. You have to prepare that soil. If your desire is to truly build a healthy relationship with healthy communication, with healthy things taking place within that relationship, you can't just go in without a plan. You have to prepare the soil. You have to prepare that relationship to be harvested in a healthy manner. Next, you have to sow. So you know what your end goal is to produce a harvest. Your end goal is to produce a harvest of corn. Your end goal is to produce a harvest of soybeans. You prepare that soil, you plant that seed. That seed is corn seeds, that seed is soybean seeds, and I'm talking like I am a agricultural guru. I'm not. I'm just speaking from a spirit right now. So if you're planting that seed of that relationship that you're building, because your goal is to build a healthy relationship. I don't think anyone has a goal of building an unhealthy relationship. Everybody's goal is to build that healthy relationship. So you have to plant that seed of a healthy relationship. Now, your mind says plant a healthy seed, but what are the intentions when you actually put that seed in the soil? So your mind is telling you to plant a healthy relationship, the seed to produce a healthy relationship. But when you actually touch that seed to the ground, what are you putting in that soil? Are you just putting that one seed of a healthy relationship that you are intending to produce, or when you put that seed in the soil, what else is going in the ground? Is mistrust going in the ground? Is lies going in the ground? Is bad intentions going in the ground? What is going in the ground when you put that seed of building that healthy relationship in the ground? What else is going in that ground with that seed? And that's a key. What else is going in that ground? So if all these extra things are going in the ground with that one seed, you're not going to produce that healthy relationship that you are intending to produce. Okay? So you've prepared the soil. You've sowed the seed. Next, you have to add the manure. Okay? We know that when you're planting something, or when you're even planting flowers, that manure is rich. It's a rich, funky soil. It's a rich, funky, whatever it is. Well, we know what manure is, but that is producing something rich. So when you add that manure, is it pure, fresh, vibrantly funky manure? Because the more funky it is, the more wet and rich it is, the better your harvest is going to be. So when you are adding that manure to that seed that you planted in the soil, what else is in that manure? Is it just grade A, pure manure that's wet and potent and pungent? Because the more pungent, which meaning the more funky, the better that seed is going to grow. So, but what else are you adding, or what else has been added to your manure? Because if other artificial things have been added to your manure, that harvest is not going to grow properly. The harvest is going to grow extra things that you had never intended to grow. But what are you putting in that manure? What have you added to that manure? Have you added mistrust? Have you added other people talking in your ear? Have you added their ideals of what you are to produce? Have you added how they do things to harvest what you are trying to produce? Have you added how they have done the things that they have cultivated in their relationship to dictate how your relationship is? Is your manure wet and pungent with that funky manure smell, or has artificial ingredients from other people, negative actions from other people, negative energy that you've put in your manure? Is that a factor in what you're going to produce? Because remember, before you prepared that soil, before you sowed that seed, before you added the manure, you had an idea of what you wanted your healthy relationship to be. Because in the beginning, everybody wants a healthy relationship. Nobody wants a bad relationship. Everybody wants a healthy relationship. Everybody's goal before preparation is to cultivate a healthy relationship. So after you've added that manure, you have to irrigate the land. You have to irrigate that soil of that seed that you planted, with that manure that you put on top of that seed that you planted. Because we know when something is watered, it grows. But is your water clean? Is your water pure? Because you don't want to go and get dirty water. You want to get the purest water that you can find to irrigate your soil. To irrigate your soil, because you want to produce a healthy harvest, meaning a healthy relationship. But what has your water been tainted with? And it goes back to step 1, step 2, step 3. What has been your water been tainted with? Where did you get your water from? And finally, a harvest is produced. That harvest is, if you want to take it back to agriculture, your corn, your soybeans. Every harvest that is produced is not fit for consumption. Every relationship that has been sown is not fit to thrive. So your goal in the beginning was to build a healthy relationship. And now when you have produced your harvest, what does your harvest look like? Is your harvest, meaning that relationship that you have harvested, is it the relationship that you had intentions on building when you first had that idea of having a healthy relationship? What does your relationship look like that you have harvested? Is it that relationship that you wanted? If it is not, if that relationship is not built on pure things, if it's not built on healthy things, if it's not built on good intentions, then that's not the relationship that you had first intended to build. That is what is called an unhealthy relationship. An unhealthy relationship will not thrive on unhealthy intentions. An unhealthy relationship has to be purified. It has to be cleaned so it can turn into a healthy relationship. But that's a story for another time. We are talking about how to implement the 5 stages of cultivation to build a healthy relationship. So if the relationship that you have harvested is not healthy, it is unhealthy. And you have to do other things to clean or purify that unhealthy relationship so it can become healthy. Peace.